Hello and happy Friday. This is Random Records number 8. I keep forgetting to do these, but I'm going to try and do one at least once a month, maybe towards the end of the month. I'm going to stick with records unless I decide to do a CD one. And like last time, I'm going to use the Discogs app to choose a random record. Oh, but it's just crashed on me. The Discogs app has just crashed. Hang on, I gotta sign in again because it's logged me out now. Hang on. Why would an app log you out? That's ridiculous. Anyway, my supposition is that the only good use of the Discogs app is when you shake it to to choose a random item. Other than that, as I mentioned before, I think it sucks. And now because I was logged out, it's actually fetching my user collection, page 4 out of whatever. How long is that gonna take? What? Maybe I should get rid of this app. You can use the random thing on your computer anyway. But it's not going to let me do anything until it fetches my entire collection. So hang on, I'm going to pause again. Okay, are there any other apps that log you out if you haven't used them in a while? I guess it tells you how much I use the Discogs app, which is pretty much never because it sucks. The last time I used it was the last time I did this video. So I'm going to shake my phone 5 times. I'll take a screenshot of everything that comes up. And then I'll grab them and hopefully have something intelligent to say about them. So I'm going to skip CDs again. I'm going to do one where it's all CDs. This one I'm going to skip because it's a CD. Okay. Was there 1? 2. That's a CD. Ooh, CD. God. One more, I think. Come on. Okay, I think I have 5. Let me just double check that. Okay, I'll be back. I think I'm having one of those days. After those technical issues, I thought I pressed record and I didn't, so I have to do this again. So, and now everything's out of order. So let's start with the one that was first, which is Lou Reed. This is City Lights Classic Performances by Lou Reed. And what a strange, this is a compilation, and what a very strange compilation it is. I think the first time I saw this, I thought it was all live because it said Classic Performances. So I thought, oh, it's a collection of Lou Reed playing songs live, but that's not really what it is. Here's the back. This is from 1980. And so on side A there are 3 live tracks, and they're all taken from Take No Prisoners. We have Coney Island Baby, we have Berlin, and Satellite of Love, 3 classic Lou Reed songs. But if you said to me in 1980, compile a collection of Lou Reed songs, I would have chosen nothing from side B. It starts with Senselessly Cruel, which, in my opinion, is the best song on Rock and Roll Heart. It's actually a pretty good song. I really like it. The next song is Temporary Thing, which is also on Rock and Roll Heart, which I would say is quite terrible. Give Me Some Good Times from Street Hustle. Not a bad song. City Lights from the Bells, a pretty good song. Looking for Love from the Bells, that's okay. And then Think It Over, which is a track from Growing Up in Public, and I will argue that that is the worst Lou Reed album of all time. Quite terrible. So a really weird record. There's a bit of an essay on the back. Wrist label. So strange, very strange. But I'm a Lou Reed completist, so I had to have it. The next thing that came up is a 12-inch single from NWA, a band that I don't think needs an introduction. I'm not going to spell out what it means. This is the Express Yourself 12-inch single, so it has Express Yourself extended mix and then bonus beats, which is really the same. It's really Express Yourself, just instrumental. Straight Outta Compton extended mix, and you can see the name of the last track there. I don't have to say it. Maybe it's misogynistic, that track. Straight Outta Compton is really an interesting song about, South Central LA, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is I do like the track Express Yourself. These are not the radio-friendly mixes, by the way. As you can see by the disclaimer there. These songs contain explicit lyrics, parental guidance suggested. This is from 1989, Ruthless Records. It's a pretty fun record. What's next? Yeah. So this is an artist that came up quite recently on Steve's channel, All the World's a Stage. He did his top 13 records from Canada for Canada Week, and he pulled a Bruce Cockburn record. And we had a little commenting exchange about Bruce Cockburn, and surprisingly, a Bruce Cockburn record came up, and this is Growing Ignites from 2019. This also came up in the Spin on This, where Gary tried to deliberately mispronounce Bruce Cockburn's last name. It's Cockburn. In any case, 2019. He has a new record coming out any day now. It might already be out. Oh Sun, Oh Moon. This is the one prior to that. The unusual thing about this is that it's a completely instrumental record. It's not unusual for him to make instrumental music. Many of his records have an instrumental track, and sometimes two. And at one point he compiled all the instrumental tracks onto a CD called Speechless, which was quite good. But this is a double record of all instrumental tracks. Some of them might have dated back and he didn't record them, or maybe they just weren't released, but there's some new stuff here. He worked with Colin Linden again. And, it's interesting. He's 77 now. The previous record to this was called Bone on Bone, a clear reference to arthritis. And I remember at the time he was saying that there are certain tracks from his back catalog that he really can't play anymore because of arthritis in his hands. So, but this is really good. I enjoy this. He's had an interesting career because his early records were very folky, very maybe pagan in a way. And then at some point he became a born-again Christian, which I've got to say it's irritated me because I didn't know who he was when that happened. But there are certain songs in his catalog that are overtly Christian and religious, which doesn't really sit well with me. On the other hand, he's a very political songwriter, so there's lots of politics, like If I Had a Rocket Launcher, Democracy, etc. So it's kind of a mix of those two things. But this is a good instrumental record. Next is The Smiths. Another 12-inch single. This is Girlfriend in a Coma, with two tracks on the B-side. So this is from Strange Ways, Here We Come. Is that 87 maybe? I should know that. The weird thing is Work is a four-letter word as a cover version. They have done other cover versions, but this was a bit of a divisive track because Johnny Marr didn't want to record it, and it kind of spelled the end of the Smiths. Kind of walked away after that. I Keep Mine Hidden is a very short track. It's under 2 minutes. Unremarkable in a way that even Work is a four-letter word. I don't know why they recorded that. It's not very good. Girlfriend in a Coma almost sounds like a novelty song. It's kind of ridiculous in a way, and I often wondered if Ouija Board was the sequel to that on his first solo record. But this is a UK pressing. What else can I say about it? It's fine. I like to collect this Smiths 12-inch singles, and I'm only missing a small number. Not sure how many. And finally, we have this record from the National. It's hard to see the title there, called High Violet, which, in my humble opinion, is one of my favorite records. One of the best records from 2010 when it came out. If I ever get around to doing a list of my favorite records for 2010, this will definitely be on it. I'm not sure if it'll be number one because I can't remember what else came out in 2010, but it would be definitely high on the list. Here we have the twins in the National. There's a set of twins and then there's a set of brothers, if I'm not making that up. High Violet. This is a great record. Starts out with Terrible Love, which is just great. Sorrow, the second track. Every time I hear that now, of course, I think of the performance they did at some art installation a while back. I guess it's a few years ago now, where they played that song live on loop for, I don't know, was it 24 hours? Something ridiculous like that. And then they had it recorded and pressed on vinyl. You could buy this box set of, I think it was called A Lot of Sorrow. I didn't get it. It can be cool to have, but I can't imagine listening to it. Anyone's Ghost, Little Faith, Afraid of Everyone, Blood Buzz, Ohio. There's a great video for that. That's an excellent song. Lemon World, Runway, Conversation 16, England. Vandalile Crybaby Geeks. When I saw them on this tour, I was kind of surprised because when they played that song, the last song of the night, the band played the music and the audience sang the lyrics. So that same thing happened when I saw them. The crowd seemed to know that was going to happen. I didn't know that was going to happen. Anyway, National's a great band. Their first record was kind of unremarkable, The National, and Sad Songs for Dirty Lovers was okay. But then they kind of hit the ground running with Alligator, Boxer, High Violet. Even Trouble Will Find Me. Those ones are just incredible. A run of 4 great records. And then the next 2 after that I didn't love. And the last one, what's it called? I'm totally blanking on the name of their last record. They have a new one coming out, which is apparently better, but the last one, I'm Easy to Find. That's it. And there was one before that. I didn't really like it at all. I keep trying to listen to it. It doesn't do anything for me. But in any case, The National, and all I can say now is have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.